Geoffrey Miller, Spent, Sex, Evolution, and Consumer Behavior. Prepare to delve into the fascinating world of Spent, Sex, Evolution, and Consumer Behavior by Geoffrey Miller, a book that unravels the mysteries behind human consumer behavior from an evolutionary perspective. The book explores the role of biology, evolution, and context in shaping the way humans express their traits through the process of purchasing and consuming goods. Through the lens of the 6 key human traits, Go Case, it highlights the complex motives behind our purchasing decisions and challenges conventional ideas about capitalism and marketing. Get ready to comprehend how we subconsciously buy things to broadcast our fitness indicators to potential mates and social groups, and the implications of these instinct-driven behaviors on marketing, society, and our environment.
The biological basis of consumerism. Why do people buy expensive and impractical items? The answer lies in our biological need to display our status and traits to our peer group. Our psyche is shaped by patterns that evolved over time, and consumerist capitalism is just one cultural method among many that humans use to find one another, reproduce, and shape communities. Consumers are not just trying to flaunt their wealth and status, they are broadcasting their fitness indicators to draw potential mates and get people to like and help them. Marketers fail to understand consumers because they work with incomplete models of humanity and cling to outmoded concepts. Understanding our biological basis of consumerism is essential to understanding how our world is organized. The Central 6, Understanding Human Nature. The book explores the history of human nature classification, emphasizing the development of the recent consensus on the 6 most enduring and measurable traits: general intelligence, openness, conscientiousness, agreeableness, stability, and extroversion, known as the Go Case. While intelligence tests have been criticized as culturally biased, scientists believe that intelligence is the most critical factor in human identity. Additionally, products and institutions that identify and promote high intelligence, such as Ivy League education, signify success and superiority as a mate, although there are other competing ways of signaling intelligence. The 5 remaining traits, including openness, conscientiousness, agreeableness, stability, and extroversion, are also significant indicators of human nature and serve as fitness signals. Understanding the Central 6 can predict people's behavior, including their spending habits. Beyond consumerist culture. A critique of consumerist capitalism as a flawed system of signaling social status and how one can reject it by choosing cheaper alternatives and creating communities based on shared values. Consumerist capitalism provides the opportunity to buy, use or rent an array of products as a means to signal inner qualities to society. However, using consumer goods as an indicator of reproductive fitness is problematic. These products are often expensive, wasteful, and fail to serve as signals. Rather than relying on materialism to communicate traits, humans should consider cheaper alternatives, such as waiting, borrowing, buying used, or making items oneself. Making and telling stories about these cheaper alternatives can communicate character traits even better than consumer objects. Moreover, consumerism's forces can be psychologically perilous. 2 culture engines, public status seeking and private pleasure seeking, are manifestations of a psychological condition called narcissism. Focusing on materialism puts people out of balance, emphasizing external appearances over internal characteristics, and putting effort into buying unnecessary items. Conspicuously displayed aesthetic taste is a visible way for people to display deeper personality traits. Instead, humans should focus on finding shared values and forming communities around them. Laws that enable discrimination-free gatherings of like-minded individuals could make it possible to form such clusters. These communities would enable people to focus on elements beyond displaying their inner qualities with continual consumer displays, as they could function as social experiments. Finally, governments can encourage people to save by taxing what is spent instead of what is earned, ensuring that all inherent costs of an item are reflected in the price. This policy could reward reuse or encourage alternatives. The author suggests that we must reject the flawed system of consumerist culture and choose alternatives that prioritize deeper and more meaningful human interactions.
The intriguing journey through Spent sheds light on the complex and interconnected motives behind human consumerist behavior. As you have seen, it all boils down to our evolution-driven subconscious desires to display our fitness indicators to attract mates and thrive socially. Our purchasing decisions are guided by our inherent traits, that we wish to project, often misguided by traditional marketing strategies and cultural prejudices. The book encourages us to rethink our paradigm of consumerism and discover alternate approaches like self-made or repurposed products that promote authenticity and sustainability. By becoming mindful of the evolutionary underpinnings of our consumer choices, we can not only foster a better understanding of our own behavior but also contribute to shaping a more considerate, inclusive, and ecologically responsible society.